My name is Surabhi and I'm a former competitive athlete turned into a strength conditioning coach. I work with India Rugby at the moment as a strength conditioning coach. I always had dreams of making it big in sport. I actually started off with lawn tennis and then eventually realized I made more for team sports. So I moved on to playing football. I played a lot of competitive football, and then after that was when I got called to playing rugby, and that's when I actually made it big in rugby. My major obstacle was a lot of injuries. I have had both my knees reconstructed. I have a shoulder surgery done as well. I've had a few fractures here and there. I've had concussions. So I want to be my own trainer and actually learn how not to be a clumsy athlete. And that's how my journey into SNC started. So I started off with personal training and eventually realized that I like getting into athletic strength conditioning a lot. I went to New Zealand. I studied at AUT University. I got selected to play for Auckland Rugby for 2 years. And I also interned with Auckland Rugby Strength Conditioning. And that's where I actually got to apply whatever I learned in uni. My most memorable experience as a player would be playing rugby for Auckland, where I got to play with all the players that I was actually watching on TV and actually rubbing shoulders with them. Being on the same field and playing with them was probably the most memorable experience of my career. Apart from captaining the India rugby team at major international tournaments like the Asian Games in 2010 and the Asia Pacific Olympic qualifiers, apart from other tournaments. My future goals are to get a PhD degree, definitely, and I love teaching, so I would eventually get into the lecturing line. I worked with a lot of athletes from the judo fraternity in India when I led the judo SNC program at Inspire Institute of Sport. To name a few, it would be Lintoy Chanambam, one of my favorite athletes. Then we have Nungshi, we have Yamini, we have Unnati. As an SNC coach, you need to remember one thing, that if you don't care about your athlete from your heart, no matter how good you are at programming or how good you are at coaching, it's going to be useless. So the first thing is, you need to be able to ask an athlete how your day is every single morning. But don't just ask it for the heck of asking. Ask it because you actually want to know how their day was. Do follow Humans in Sport by ISST.